Zagreus sits inside your head. Zagreus lives among the dead. Zagreus sees you in your bed and eats you when you're sleeping. Today, I'm going to review Doctor Who Zagreus. Let's go! Alons, yes, today I'm going to talk about Zagreus. Zagreus is this audio adventure, obviously made by Doctor Who and obviously Big Finish Productions. This was the 40th Big Finish production, I guess. Yeah, there we go. It was a celebration, so therefore it is also stacked with some awesome cast people and actors and actresses, and it's very nice. So let's talk about Zagreus. Zagreus is the last story, quote unquote, of the Doctor and Charlotte actually having adventures, because at the end of this adventure, Charlotte goes away, and that she was actually one of the Doctor's eighth Doctor's longest running companion with him, obviously. So that's very interesting, because the Big Finish I listened before this one was actually her first story, which was Storm Warning. Now I listened to her last story, which probably are most important ones, obviously. I think so. So, what is Zagreus? What is Zagreus about? How does it have effect on the entire universe of Doctor Who? So, obviously, like I said, it's a special episode, right? It's a special audio adventure, and it follows the 8th Doctor and Charlotte being infested, or like the TARDIS being infested by antimatter, and there's this creation, this creature lurking in the TARDIS, which eventually takes, I guess, the TARDIS takes Charlotte to some other places, and the Doctor is like left behind in the TARDIS, and the Doctor is turned into Zagreus, which is this creature of anti-time, and it's very difficult to explain it, but a lot of things happen, because this audio adventure was like four hours long, and I believe I finished it in a month or something. Obviously I listened to it when I could, when I had the time, when I did my school stuff, when I had free time, obviously. But it is a very, very, very interesting audio adventure, because it is a very long one too, and it's all over the place. So there we go. Whilst I'm correcting my lighting a bit here. Wait, let me check. Okay, that's a bit bad. Yeah, okay. So yes, Charlotte is placed into other spaces in time, like the 19th century, like a futuristic planet ruled by animals. Which places else? I believe also some other places too, some other time misplaced places, I guess, and Doctor is left behind in the TARDIS, and the Doctor becomes Zagreus, or a part of him becomes Zagreus, because the Doctor's consciousness still survives, but there's this part of him which is like evil and wants to rule the universe and stuff like that, and rule it with antimatter. So there we go. Charlotte has these adventures with the conscious TARDIS, which is actually the embodiment of the Brigadier, which is one of the best well-known Doctor Who companions. Brigadier is like the head of the unit department in Doctor Who during the 70s, 80s and 90s. Yeah, obviously now it is his daughter that rules unit, which is obviously, she's named Kate Lethbridge Stewart, and the normal Brigadier was called something Lethbridge Stewart, so that's obviously her dad. But this Brigadier takes Charlotte across time and space or something. He brings her to the 19th century, where Charlotte actually meets her sister and mother, I believe, which is interesting because she hasn't seen them in a long while, and they think Charlotte is someone else, so that's interesting. We also have some other places like this Animal Planet or something, which is inspired by Alice in Wonderland, which is weird. Like I said, it's Doctor Who stuff. It's time travel and relative dimensions and stuff like that. I don't know. So this planet is like an animal planet where there is this rabbit, there is this turtle and stuff like that, and chickens and cows fighting in a war. And one of those characters, two of those characters actually, I think a few of them are voiced by Doctor Who past companions, like Sophie Aldred's voices like a commander or a general or something, and she played Ace in Doctor Who alongside the seventh Doctor Sylvester McCoy, which is also in this adventure. So that's interesting, but I'll get to him in just a sec. Mel Bush, what's her name? Yeah, Mel Bush's character, or wait, what's her name? Is that her name of the character? Bonnie Langford. There we go. Bonnie Langford also plays a character. She was obviously Mel Bush in the Seventh Doctor era, also companion, and also obviously in this 14th now current run of Doctor Who, which she's also a companion in, and she works at Unit. Who else? Oh, yeah, Perry is also in this one. Perry, I don't really know the actress, but she's also companion of the Sixth Doctor. So a lot of people, like I said, it's a special anniversary of Doctor Who, so a lot of people are inside this little 4-hour long adventure. Yes, but now let's get to the great stuff and the most coolest stuff, I guess. Not only we have the 8th Doctor, we also have the 6th, the 7th and the 5th Doctor, and also the 3rd Doctor even, in this audio adventure, which is really cool. But the 3rd Doctor comes along, I believe, somewhere in the beginning, maybe middle of the story. And then we have the other Doctors, which the 6th, the 5th and the 7th Doctor actually also misplaced in time. The 7th Doctor is like this toy maker. He's like this boss of like this entire amusement park. He makes toys and stuff like that, and as he's the boss of an amusement park. I mean, yeah, he just creates a theme, like attractions and stuff like that for the kids to enjoy. But he's also misplaced because first he was in the past and now he's in the future and he doesn't really know what's happening. But he's actually the Doctor, but thanks to the anti-time and messing with the timeline and stuff like that, it's all a shambles and stuff like that. So the 7th Doctor, played by Sylvester McCoy, obviously thinks he's like some kind of mad amusement park boss. So there we go. We also have the 5th Doctor, played by Pete Davidson, I believe. He plays this was it priest or something, which is interesting. He is obviously from like around the 19th century or something. That was like his beginning of his story in this adventure, which is interesting. But he's a priest. He eventually also gets together with this amusement park boss, and they come together. But also there's this one other guy, the 6th Doctor, who also played by Colin Baker, obviously, who also joins those two in their adventure with Charlotte and some other characters I'm going to talk about in just a sec. But these three quote-unquote Doctors are actually different people. The 6th Doctor is someone from Gallifrey, which is the home planet of the Doctor, and then the other two I just talked about, right? But together with Charlotte, so 4 of them, try to know what's happening, and obviously all the different Doctors, like the 5th, the 6th and the 7th Doctor, have something inside of their heads that, they could literally talk about pie and talk about math and technology, but they're completely different persons. So how does that come to be? I don't know, it's time travel stuff. But together with Charlotte, these 3 guys, and also Leela, and also what's her name, Ramona is the president of Gallifrey during the Time War, which is like this big war during Doctor Who canon universe. Time War is a big deal, right? And Leela is actually her bodyguard. Together, those 6 people try to find out what's happening, right? And Leela and Ramona have their pet, our favorite boy, our favorite doggo, which is K9. They have K9 as their companion, which is really nice, and I really like hearing the K9. I mean, I'm not a big like classic Doctor Who fan, but it's nice to hear K9, right? That's this mechanical dog. It's very Doctor Who stuff, right? So Zagreus, it's a very big story, and it's all over the place with a lot of different characters and actors and actresses playing in it. But eventually, at the end of the day, the Doctor lets go of Zagreus, and Zagreus is lost. But there's still a bit of Zagreus left in the Doctor, which is weird. And he tells Charlotte that she must go because she's not safe with him anymore. And he continues traveling with this part of Zagreus within him, which is interesting. But Charlotte has found a backdoor to the TARDIS, which is interesting. And I'm not quite sure how the story continues. If she's going to reunite with the Doctor somehow, I don't know. But I don't really know the entire like canonically timeline of the Eighth Doctor and Charlotte's adventures. So I just listen to what I like and what I find interesting, and I have a few other things on my agenda to watch and listen, I guess. Like we have the Doctor Who Sword of Orion, which is a second adventure with the Eighth Doctor and Charlotte. Maybe I'll watch that too, and that's where Cyberman's obviously. And we have the Project Lazarus, which is also an audio drama that I want to listen to. But we'll see, I don't know. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Goodbye from me.
What do we have here, Bishop? Macefield? No. Dickens? No. Kipling? No. Shelley? Nope. J.M. Barrie? No. I said, why here?
You and your sisterhood get to travel in air cars.
Not at all. Science is against the ways of anything.
Dear, sweet Cassandra, dear girl, that's all just pish and tosh.
Okay, Nine.
Cardinal Braxiatel is correct. No temporal trace within containment field. Scanning known space-time zones for TARDIS signature.
Alice.
Threw up all kinds of gibberish at him. The bit of his brain infected by anti-time, they didn't like that at all, of course. So, as soon as the bit of me infected by anti-time worked that out, it ejected it.
I'm not going. I'm not.
For pity's sake, girl, go! Oh, Charlie, I didn't mean it like that. It's the anti-time. Don't you understand? There's no cure for it.
And there's no cure for a broken heart. Me? I left something behind, that's all. Does it matter? All that does matter is, well, it's just you and me now. You, me, and him. Until always. Until forever.